This video is another update on Stanley and how he is doing. I bought Stanley 2 years ago to be my barrel racing horse. He's the first horse I had bought for barrel racing, and we were actually starting to do really well together. This was our last really good run where we finally hit a 17 on a standard pattern, which we were super excited about. But if you have not been following along, Stanley was diagnosed with EPM first and then developed laminitis, and now has also developed cellulitis. So we are just really struggling. The vet came out and took x-rays, and as you can see, there is some rotation. The left is worse than the right. The farrier came out and trimmed his toes back a little bit to help make him a little more comfortable, and he has been living in his soft ride boots. It's just been a journey, and it is going to be months and months of recovery time, unfortunately. Thankfully, he is just the best boy about taking all of his medicine and all of his supplements. He is very, very easy to syringe medications to, which is awesome. I have been doing anything and everything to make him feel a little bit more comfortable. We did have to increase his pain meds as he was just still in so much pain, the poor guy. So currently he is only getting fed hay pellets along with a bunch of medications and supplements.
Feel like a stone in a well. No one can find me here. Pretending it's not it all in, so I can just stay in here. You know what's even worse? It's me who made you run away for good. You left me alone. No words, goodbyes, just drawn. And you'll be more than no scars, no tears, just bones.
This boy is a saint for eating all of those pills, and he pretty much gets most of that stuff twice a day.
Right there, then.
Yeah, boy, handsome.
Okay.
Yeah, good boy. You're just a good boy.
Boy.
So this day Stanley was moving around a little bit more, so I could tell he wasn't in as much pain. So it was the perfect opportunity to take him out of his stall and give him a nice bath. The weather has just been so hot, and this is just so unlike the summers in upstate New York. It has been almost 100 degrees for weeks now. This is just insane. But since also Stanley developed cellulitis in one of his back legs, it was really swollen, and I really needed to just hose that off with nice cold water. Unfortunately, he does get cellulitis very easily if he gets any cuts or scrapes on his legs. And as you can see, he has a nice cut there on his leg, and I think it's just from him getting up and down. He's just been laying down so much more, and obviously he must have rubbed his leg against the wall or something, because he's got quite a few nicks on that back leg. You can also see that his sheath is actually quite swollen, and I believe that to be from lack of movement for such a long period of time. We do have another gelding on the property that his sheath gets really swollen if he's not moving around that much. So hopefully as he starts feeling a little bit better, he'll get moving around more and the swelling will go down. He also has this little spot underneath his tummy that every once in a while decides to kind of open up and some pus comes out. We have no idea why that happens, and it happens randomly. It's not one thing that seems to cause it. So it is a good thing that he is on the antibiotics now for the cellulitis. That will also help with that. So also, along with taking x-rays of the front feet to kind of assess the damage from the laminitis, we did test his insulin levels, and he does not appear to have any sort of metabolic issues. We are adding in a medication just to kind of help him out just a little bit, but his insulin levels were within normal range, so that is great. Obviously, I don't want him eating really any grass, but right now at the moment, there's a bunch of weeds over there. There's barely really any good grass there, so he's just standing nicely there. I'm just going to leave him alone, and while I just go ahead and bathe him. He is absolutely loving getting cooled off. Like I said, it's been so hot out. Fergus was being such a nudge. He was so irritated that he wasn't getting any attention, that he was just biting his door and just causing a scene. So I did give him a little bit of a spritz, and that kind of made him stop. It was really funny because he hates water. Poor Stan also got this nasty rub underneath his elbow there from laying down a lot. And then this right here is what caused the cellulitis, I know for a fact. And then you can see he's got a couple other little nicks back there. I did give him a nice shampoo with some good shampoo for all of his little nicks and cuts and rubs, and it was really good to get all that nasty dirt and sweat off of him.
Pretending it's not it all in, so I can just stay in here. You know what's even worse? It's me who made you run away for good. You left me alone. No words, goodbyes, just drones. And you'll be more than no scars, no taint, just bones. You left me. I sent you a text by email. Thought I could still try and say.
Stanley's such a good boy. He shook his head, and as you can see, the lead rope was still not attached to him because he shook it off. And I'm just holding it, thinking that, you know, I have him. And it took me a couple of minutes to realize that I was holding a lead rope that was not attached to a horse. It was pretty funny. So obviously we're just taking this day by day, and it is going to take a long time and a lot of good farrier care to get his feet back to where they're supposed to be and get him feeling good. Hopefully the cellulitis should clear up very soon with the antibiotics. And the one good thing is I haven't really seen all of the EPM symptoms that I was seeing before. So it does appear that that is doing well. It's just dealing with the discomfort in the front feet right now, which is just awful and so sad to watch. He unfortunately is not the best at putting the boots on, so that's why in a lot of these clips he just has one on because he refuses to pick up his other foot for me. Thankfully the weather has cooled just a little bit. We got a pretty nasty storm that blew through, and it did cool things off just a tad, so it's definitely helping the horses out right now and myself. Thank you to everyone who has commented, liked, and subscribed. It really does help me out, and look forward to the next video.